Hi, thanks for watching another episode of Your Guide on Ghana. Today I wanted to share a video with you that someone sent to me. It is a video from another news organization promoting this particular library that is called the Library of Africa and the African Diaspora. I want to go there myself and go check it out. I didn't even know about this place, so I would love to go there, sit down, have an in-depth conversation with the woman who is in this video. So in the meantime, I'm sharing with you what was sent to me this morning, and hopefully you like it. But I will, as long as they respond to me, I will get a in-depth interview and conversation with her as well. I have reached out to them, so hopefully I'll hear from them soon. So in the meantime, here's the video.
My name is Sylvia Arthur. I'm the founder of the Library of Africa and the African Diaspora, and we are a decolonised private library in the heart of Accra in West Legon, in Accra, Ghana. I decided to start the library because I had hundreds and hundreds of books at home that were mainly by writers of African descent. So when I say writers of African descent, I mean African, African American, Caribbean, Black British, Black European. And they were just sitting at home not being read by anyone. And I thought that this was a waste. They could be being used by people who ordinarily wouldn't have access to these kind of books. And so that's when I decided to start the library. That was way back in 2011. But it wasn't actually until 2017, December, that I opened the library first, which was in a different location and under a different name, not too far from where we are now at the moment. But we recently rebranded to the Library of Africa and the African Diaspora. The first thing that makes this library different is the fact that we are a black library, or we're an African decolonised library. So the focus in this library is 100% on books by writers of African descent. That makes us unique, not just in Ghana, but I probably think in Africa as well. Second of all, we have a very extensive archive where we collect books by writers of African descent from as early as the early 20th century. So the oldest book that we have in our collection is from 1898, and it's the African American writer Paul Laurence Dunbar, Lyric of Lowly Life. So we have complete collections of works by Toni Morrison, for example, the African American writer, Alice Walker, Maya Angelou. From the African side, we have the complete first edition collection of works by Aikwe Amar, the Ghanaian writer, which are very difficult to get hold of. Also Ama Ata Edu, for example, Nawal El-Sadawi from Egypt, Naguib Mahfouz from Egypt. We have writers from all across the African continent. And when we say Africa, we mean geographically Africa, so that's including North Africa as well as the rest of the continent as well. Black British writers, we have Zadie Smith, her whole collection, Aminata Fauna, Andrea Levy, and also Caribbean writers as well, George Walcott, Earl Lovelace, Edwidge Danticat, a whole collection. So that's the second thing. Also, we're not a traditional library in that we don't just house books here and it's a dead, quiet place. We play music in here, for example. We have lots of events and, like I said, spoken word events, performances, community activities, etc., film screenings, book signings and author readings. So there's a ton of activities that goes on in this place as well that would attract people who aren't necessarily attracted to reading. It's completely self-funded from my day job. I'm a communications consultant by profession, and I was working with a private organisation that works with the European Commission in Brussels. And so I work in corporate communications, but I'm also a writer as well. In theory, it's supposed to be funded through subscriptions of members. So members pay to use the library and to be able to borrow books from here. And theoretically, that should pay for the sustaining of the library, but obviously it doesn't, so it's completely self-funded. The kind of people who are members here tend to be expats, repats, diasporans, or Ghanaians who, for example, they lived abroad or studied abroad. They just went to university for 4 years or whatever it is abroad, and then they've come back and they don't have access to the same kind of library facilities that they had whilst they were studying. So they tend to be the main makeup of people who come here. As far as Ghanaian reading culture is concerned, I think we have a very small but passionate literary community in this country, in particular in Accra. But the reading culture actually needs to be developed, unfortunately. I think it's something that we did have way in the past, but it's unfortunately fallen off because of other priorities in people's lives, and it's something that needs to be developed again. It's been an interesting journey. It's been challenging because I don't think that libraries, and especially private libraries, are something that the people are used to here. They're used to going to public libraries that are free, and it's having to convince people that coming to a library and reading and books is something worth paying for has been a difficult task. Final words, please follow us on Instagram and on Twitter at lotad_org, that's LOATAD_ORG. Follow us on Facebook, just search for the Library of Africa and the African Diaspora. Check out our website at lotad.org, and when you're in Ghana, come and see us.
Keep it coming.